What's up, guys? It's me, Scott. This is my boyfriend, Corey. And you're at TheScottSpot. So, this is another hookah review video. This time we're going to be reviewing the Stratus Heat Manager. This is a brand new product that just became available to the public. Once again, sold by Shisha Bucks, the same company that manufactures our Cloud 1 hookah that we did a review on. So this is the newest heat manager on the market, and we just got it today. So this should hopefully be one of the first reviews out for it. I'm going to go ahead and open it so you guys can get a look at it. And we ordered the red one. So this is a Stratus. And if you don't know what a heat manager is, basically it's like an Ignis or a Lotus. Use it to maintain heat with your coals, and it allows for a lot easier heat management, like the name implies. You can see right away the special thing about this is it has little side windows, so you can sort of see inside through the sides. And on top, it opens and closes just like a regular thing. But the thing is, this is locked on right now, so you can transport coals easily without having to worry about, burning yourself or the coals.
Or dropping them.
Or dropping the coals or getting ash everywhere or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and pack a bowl and give it a couple tests, and then we'll pick back up with our review. So stay tuned. We also purchased a new red sky bowl from Shisha Bucks, since it would look really pretty with the Stratus, as you can see there. It's like they were made for each other. Can't wait to see it on the hookah. Now, as you can see, there is two pieces to the Stratus. There's a bottom piece and the top lock piece. So you just put the bottom piece on first, and then when the coals are ready, you just stick them right on. These coals are just about ready, so all you have to do is take them, pop them in. Let's see, it's pretty spacious, so I think it can fit 3 coals. It looks like it is going to be able to. I think it's bigger than the Ignis. I think it's a little smaller than the Ignis. Yeah, I can barely wedge those in there. Might be too much for it.
Turn them on their side. Because you can't have them touch like that because they'll burn out.
True. So should we just do 2, you think?
Just turn them on their side.
Alright, so now that we've got that, all you do is place the top piece on after you completely get the coals in, and then from there it's a simple matter and ready to move. Okay guys, so it's been a couple days and we've had the chance to use the Stratus a few times, and so far we are liking it pretty well. Wouldn't you say, hun?
I'd say so.
So first, we'll go ahead and get the review started. There's some dimensions. It weighs 160 grams, which I don't know what that converts to in metric.
No clue.
We'll find out. And it is 75 millimeters in diameter, which means the Stratus will fit, if you're worried about it fitting your bowl, it's the same diameter as the Lotus and the Ignis HMDs. Pretty much all HMDs are made to be the same size, so they will fit the same bowls. It's kind of like an industry standard now. The height is 37 millimeters, and the length of the handle is 30 millimeters, that's one thing I really like, is the handle is kind of significantly longer than the handle of the Lotus and the Ignis.
Yeah.
And the handle is made of silicone, which is a lot better than like the cheap plastic that the Ignis uses, and the rubber that I think it's rubber that the Lotus uses. So, like we said earlier, the main feature of the Stratus is it locks really easily. Well, it locks pretty good, and that way you can like move back and forth and transport coals easily without having to worry about any kind of spillage or anything, unless you trip or something. Which is a really cool feature, because I know people that like walk around with bowls under the coals when they walk back and forth, and you wouldn't need a coal holder or anything, and you don't have to worry about, you know, yourself just having a spaz attack randomly and dropping a coal, which I've done before.
And burning your carpet.
Yeah. And I think it's not a guarantee, but if you were to knock your hookah over for some reason, I think there's a pretty good chance that there might not be any damage to your floors.
Yeah, it might catch it.
Yeah, it might. No guarantee, you never know. Let's see, what else? On the bottom of the Stratus, there's a star pattern that keeps good oxygen flow going to the coals at all times, which is unlike the Lotus, which just has kind of a flat base. There are, as you can see, there are holes in the sides that are kind of another unique feature of the Stratus. It's like a kind of like windows, and you can also kind of see at a glance how your coals are doing, if they're burned out or what, which hopefully wouldn't happen, but you never know. There's also holes on the top and bottom, so it's got really good airflow, even if you have it completely locked. Although I still wouldn't recommend completely locking it, as that's a good way to burn out your coals pretty quickly.
At least not at first.
Yeah. One thing that we were surprised about initially and kind of bummed about was that there is less space on the inside of the Stratus than there is the Ignis. So in the Ignis, you could probably fit 3 normal sized natural coals in there. In this one, you really can only fit 2, and then maybe like 1 on its side. Which is what we do. Yeah, which is what we've been doing. And it hasn't really made a difference, honestly. It works pretty well. Like, the smoke is pretty much exactly the same as it was with the Ignis.
Yeah.
So if you already have an Ignis, I would say you really only need the Stratus if you like the aesthetic factor of it more, which is, I mean, it looks a lot cooler than the Ignis or the Stratus.
Oh yeah, by far.
Especially if you combine it with a Sky Bowl or a Cloud 1 hookah. But I mean, it would look pretty boss on just about any hookah, I would think. It doesn't really improve the smoke at all, or, I mean, I haven't really noticed a difference on that.
No.
And like we said, the locking feature is pretty cool. Not having to worry about coal spillage, and just being able to rotate the thing really easily. Let's see, there is, what else, honey? Can you think of anything? It's really easy to clean.
Oh yeah.
I forget what it's made out of right now, but whatever it is, it's a lot easier to clean than the Ignis. Because the Ignis, I can scrub with a wire brush and still not be able to get like burnt coal or shisha off of it.
Yep.
When I cleaned the Stratus so far, that stuff just wiped right off.
Yeah, it's like non-stick.
Yeah, which is really nice. It's like almost using like a regular pan versus a non-stick pan.
Yeah.
Let's see. And because there's all these holes and you can sort of adjust the locking mechanism, there's a lot of different variety, I think, in how, like just heat management in general.
You can. It's easy to control the temperature because you can rotate it so many ways. And another nifty feature is on the bottom of the Stratus. With those holes, it's easy to knock coal dust out of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you are replacing coals or whatever mid-session, you can just kind of lift the bowl or the Stratus off the bowl and just kind of shake it a little bit, and a lot of the ash will just fall right out of there. And then you could proceed to, really easily just take it off and put your the top piece of the lock mechanism off and just put coals back on. So really, it's a really ingenious and handy device, I think. Like, he did a good, Shisha Bucks did a good job devising this sucker.
Agreed.
But I think that's really all there is to say about it. Wouldn't you say?
I'd say so.
Yeah. So
We're happy so far.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the purchase. The only negative I would say is not that I think that it's overpriced, but it is more expensive than the Lotus or the Ignis. I think it's like $65, and since they're Canadian based and they don't have any distribution centers in the US or Europe, the shipping can kind of get pretty expensive. I think it's $10 just to ship it. So you're looking at like $75 by the time you buy it. And for us it was even more because we also ordered the Sky Bowl with it. They do have some combo deals on their website where you can buy it with like the Sky Bowl or a Cloud One Hookah. They have several combo deals that makes it a little bit cheaper. But I think overall the price is something that a lot of people would not be happy with.
Agreed.
I think we had a friend that was going to buy one, and once he saw how much shipping was, he kind of backed off.
Yeah.
But to me, I think it's worth it. I think it's really well made, and the price, it justifies the expense to me. But if you don't care about the locking factor and the ease of use factor and the aesthetic factor, and you already have an Ignis, I would say you probably don't need it. If you only have a Lotus, though, I think I might recommend.
I think I would pick this over Lotus.
Overall, it's definitely the best HMD out there. I think. So it just comes down to what's valuable to you. But overall, I think it's a great product. And
now, when it's actually sitting here on the Hookah, I've noticed this thing also, it rotates a lot easier than the top on the Ignis. The Ignis top wanted to fight you, and it fit, but you had to kind of, wrestle it a little bit to get it to the lid to fit all the way down on it, whereas this just slides on, and it seems to rotate easier.
Nice, I hadn't noticed that actually. Okay, I think that's just about all we have to say. Hope you guys found this review helpful,
informational,
and as we get more upgrades to our system, we'll try to do more reviews. Let us know if you guys liked this type of video and if you want to see more.
As always, we're open to feedback or ideas.
Yeah. So thanks again. I'm Scott. It's my boyfriend,
Corey.
And we will catch you guys for more next time at the Scott Spot.
Bye, guys.